Guys, there's signs that James Charles is about to get dropped by his main source of income. Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. So the tea just keeps getting hotter and hotter. In today's investigation, we're going to be covering evidence that suggests James could potentially be getting dropped by Morphe, serious allegations about Lil Huddy that have been exposed, and more leaked text messages from Jason Nash's girlfriend and David Dobrik. Yikes. So, saucy Morphe is in hot water after being called out by the customers and influencers for staying silent after James Charles posted his recent apology video. In that video, he addressed allegations that he grew underage fans. So now obviously the pressure is on for brands who are working with James to speak out on the recent allegations. However, no one appears to be distancing themselves from him so far, probably because they're thinking, we don't know if he's going to redeem himself again or if he's going to get cancelled. They are purely looking at this from a business standpoint. And of course, Morphe, as we all know, dropped Jeffree Star when the allegations against Jeffree came out. So now they've realised if they keep dropping influencers, they'll lose their primary source of sales. So they're a bit conflicted at this point as to whether or not they should keep or dump James. Followers are currently pointing fingers at Morphe because their company has been very closely associated with James since it released their hugely successful eyeshadow palette with him at the end of 2018. Morphe has since released a few more products with him that's brought both the company and James millions of dollars. There's also rumours that Morphe has James Charles's new cosmetics line sitting in their warehouses getting ready for the launch day, but are hesitating and very worried that they may never get to release these products out of fear of being cancelled and or losing millions of dollars. On Morphe's Instagram, they recently got bombarded with hate comments when they posted a James Charles palette restock post. Read the room. Uh-oh, wrong timing. Are you guys serious? So yeah, Morphe felt the need to take that post down. Yikes. Morphe has yet to address any allegations, nor have they mentioned dropping James, and most of James's products are still available on the Morphe site to purchase. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Jason Nash's girlfriend recently leaked screenshots of texts that she sent both Jason and David Dobrik. She alleged that she's been since appearing in that paparazzi video with Jason where she appeared to be crying. This was after Jason was caught texting love hearts to his ex Trisha in hopes of trying to win her back. Jason also asked her in one of these leaked text messages if she'd called the paparazzi on them. Now, why would she do this, you ask? Well, she obviously didn't want to get tarred with the same brush, seeing as what her boyfriend's been accused of is really serious stuff. Here we can see Jason said, "Did you call the Hollywood fix? I contacted David today, but someone from your PR team needs to contact immediately. I'm in extreme distress over the entire situation and my parents and family are very upset and confused. The situation needs a resolution immediately. My anxiety is high and making me suicidal. If y'all don't want to talk to me directly, you can reach out to my fans manager. You literally are being a terrible and selfish person right now. I was dragged into this mess for no reason and I still tried numerous times to defend you. I cared so much about you and adored you from the bottom of my heart. I did everything possible to try and lay low whenever I was with you. I've been nothing but a good and kind person to you and now my life is destroyed forever because of these articles being written about me. I will never be taken seriously and everyone on the internet literally is calling me dumb just because I have a feminine voice. I know that you're fully aware of all the hate I'm receiving and I truly can't believe how selfish you've been. You know how much I struggle with mental health and you haven't checked up on me once. I literally am and told you that I am and you still have not cared to help me once, when this mess is your fault. I told you numerous times I wanted zero involvement with this. I obviously didn't call anyone on you, and the fact you even said that shows what you think of me. If I wanted people to know I knew you, I would have posted proof a long time ago, before you and your shitty friend group was accused of literal. I am mentally and emotionally exhausted, giving you chance after chance to do the right thing. All you've done to me is lie and hurt me, and all I want is a resolution that stops me from being hated without you. I don't understand what's so challenging about that." And then these are the texts right here that she sent David Dobrik. "Hi David, my name is Rachel. I got your number from a friend. I'm sorry to overstep, but please have someone from your PR team contact me ASAP. Everything going on with Jason right now is a lot for me right now, and I want a resolution for everyone ASAP. I don't feel like talking to Jason at the moment, but I'm very overwhelmed. People have fully me and they're starting to reach out to my mom and stuff and I'm having severe anxiety. I flew home to Chicago today and someone literally came up to me at the airport and I genuinely can't take the smoke. If y'all don't want to talk to me directly, I can get someone from your PR in contact with my manager as well, whatever is easier. So what are your thoughts on everything that Jason Nash's alleged ex-girlfriend is currently going through? Let me know in the comments. So just a disclaimer, the following story we're going to be covering is really sad. TikToker Chase Hudson, aka Lil Huddy, also famously known as being Charli D'Amelio's ex-boyfriend, has been exposed by another TikToker for allegedly her during the Lights Out TikTok tour. She claimed in her exposing video that she felt powerless to say no because of his status. She also alleged that after the tour was over, Chase allegedly blocked her on social media.
I didn't really want to make this video, but here's the truth about Chase Hudson, aka Lil Huddy. So June 2019, the Lights Out tour came to Portland, Oregon, where I was living. Before then, Chase and I were both talking as friends. You know, we both thought we were attractive, and we would text like that, you know, whatever, it was consensual. Before the meet and greet the next day, Chase and the other boys were staying in a hotel like 5 minutes from my apartment from where I was living, and he was like, hey, you should come over. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was just hanging out with him and the boys, and then he went to his room, and he was in there for a while, and so I thought he wasn't okay, so I went to go check on him. And he did some stuff then that I wasn't okay with. I didn't say no because I was scared that he was going to tell all of his friends on the Lights Out tour that I was annoying or like whatever. It's just the power dynamic, honestly, someone who has status against me. And then I went to the tour next day, and I just worked the merch table. I tried to ignore what I was feeling the next day because I wanted the boys to think I was cool or whatever, and I didn't want to darken the mood far too soon. And then a couple days after, he blocked me on everything. I just felt and still feel super betrayed and used because we were actually pretty good friends before, and we were talking a whole bunch before this happened. And then he did something to me, he got what he wanted, and then he blocked me. He was someone that I went to for advice, and he came to me for advice, and I just feel really used. I honestly don't know why he blocked me afterwards. Maybe he felt guilty, maybe he just wanted to use me, I'm not sure. So 3 years later, I finally took up the courage to do something about it. So I texted his friend Maddie Williams, she's also on this app. I just said, hey, can you get in contact with Chase? I really need to talk to him. Thanks, Maddie, for being a good support. And I was like, if he doesn't contact me, then I'm gonna out him. I really don't want to, but he's not talking to me. And I literally have nightmares, and I still think about it, and it hurts a lot. Chase, if you're saying this, please talk to me. Okay, this is what I was talking about, the whole ending his career thing. Like, his career is more important than what happened. But yeah, of course, it's not his fault for not knowing what I was feeling or going on inside his brain because, you know, I didn't tell him. And that totally makes sense. That's not his fault. But it is his fault for faking, or what it seemed to be faking, being my friend, just to take advantage of me and then block me on everything afterwards. That's the part I'm more concerned about, and it just shows a lot about his character, and I feel like people need to know about that. And the reason why I didn't say anything about his character like that was because of, you know, ending his career or whatever. And there's a larger scope to this, not relating to Chase, but any person has status over another person. It could be a boss, it could be a mentor, anything like that. It doesn't need to be related to anything, but just being a bad person, a bad friend, and they think that they can cover it up with ending a career, you know? That's why I think it's so important to talk about. Even though we were texting like that or Snapchat or whatever, that's not the power dynamic between him and I just makes things a lot worse. And it felt like I wasn't able to speak up on it because it would ruin his career or whatever, and made me feel like I couldn't say no because I didn't want to embarrass him in front of all his friends or whatever because they were right in the next room. But even if someone has status, that doesn't excuse or cover up anything that they've done to people. It's both a issue and a bad friend issue. To this day, it's affected me in the way that I have a lot of trouble trusting people now. Not just romantically, but especially with friends, and just feeling like I'm getting used a lot and it's all my fault, somehow. This isn't a hate video towards him, but it is a truth video, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching, I guess.
So shortly after this TikToker exposed Chase, she then privatized all her videos about him and then posted the following: things are resolving. Thank you for your support. His team has reached out to me and we are working on this privately now. I'm glad that I was able to connect with him through this app to discuss what should have been in private, even though it wasn't the route I'd wanted to take. Again, thank you to those who supported me through this. This was a private matter between Chase and I, and it should have stayed private. I don't want it to be a public matter any longer. I don't plan on speaking on the situation publicly publicly anymore. For my privacy and respect, just know that this is being resolved the way it should have, and to please remain from making any further assumptions. Fans were obviously horrified despite what she'd said in her last 3 posts to TikTok. People were saying that she shouldn't be blaming herself for something she didn't do, and there were also lots of comments about the topic of consent and what that means. All of these social media influencers are disgusting. David Dobrik, James Charles, Chase Hudson, all of them. So, what are your thoughts on everything we covered today? Let me know in the comments.